kids are usually the ones who have most of the fun on Halloween, stuffing their bags with all kinds of sweet treats.
That's right, but our Hungry Hound says adults also have a few options, including one stop in Berwyn where just about everything is made on-site by hand. And Steve Dolinsky joins us now with the details. Steve?
Hi, Jose and Sylvia. I'm glad Sylvia's digging in already. Good to see you. Now, talk about tradition. As much as the experience of going door to door has been ingrained in our collective memories, the folks at Old Fashioned Candies in Berwyn have also been putting smiles on people's faces. The lure is simple: pounds of chocolate and tons of caramel. So much for the giant corporate candy empire. At Old Fashioned Candies in Berwyn, it's a family-run operation, and not much has changed over the past 30 years. This time of year, it's not just Halloween they're gearing up for, but rather a steady demand for hand-dipped and handmade chocolates.
We do a lot of the caramel apples, and then we do different kinds of candy that you don't find at all the other stores. We do spiders and ants and grasshoppers. We do little chocolate pumpkins. We do chocolate baskets.
And chocolate haunted houses, completely edible, mind you. Very little of the operation is modernized. The sister's dad, George, often comes in to fire up the 90-year-old mixers, graced with the necessary copper kettles, which help him create the thick caramel sauce from scratch. Once the caramel is heated to 238 degrees, it is removed from the burner, then placed next to a bushel of apples and mounds of peanuts and sprinkles, where the coating process is so fluid, it looks as though it's choreographed. Speaking of which, his daughter, Lynn, methodically plows through dozens of French buttercreams, gracefully coating each one by hand, adding a small twirl to the top of each one, then placing them down to dry. She is clearly ambidextrous, a skill she had to learn growing up in the business.
Well, with that, you learn to go fast because you don't get to go home until you finish what you start. So if you want to be here all night, then you go slow. If you want to be able to go home, you learn to get a little bit of speed.
There are other hard candies here and some nationally made brands, but the family says the handmade chocolates are what really sets them apart. That and the fact that they take a more personal approach to customer service.
I think because we are so family-orientated, we have our kids grow up here and we have our customers come in and we treat them kind of like they're part of us, part of family.
The biggest candy and chocolate occasions for the store continue to be Christmas and Valentine's Day, but Halloween isn't far behind. And more information about Old Fashioned Candies at ABC7, Chicago.com. Look on the lower left side. There's the Hungry Hound tab. That links you to my stories and videos, or just call the info line 312-750-7096. And didn't they give us a nice little display today? A little Halloween. I love this.
Look at this.
Little Halloween-themed
Look at the little
chocolates.
coffins.
Little
Can
coffins
you see this?
back there. They form all these in the store. They make them themselves every day.
Is that cute?
Back here are some candied apples, which you don't see very often.
Right.
Caramel apples, good for your dental work. Over here, everything's edible. The bottom is a Rice Krispie treat, and then the top is an edible chocolate house. And then look at the nice little ABC7.
I love that.
Halloween, isn't it nice?
Look at this. Look at this. Okay.
Beautiful.
How long do you think this will be before it's all gone?
About 45 seconds.
Everybody from upstairs is on their way down.
They're on their way down right now. Sony especially.
Does it look good?
No.
It tastes
It tastes good.
You know, it's creamy.
It
I
is.
love creamy chocolate.
That's
It's
the
really
connoisseur
good.
with the chocolate over here.
You know, what can
now,
I say?
after a busy night of trick-or-treating,
It was a
you
chimney
want to
up.
get